defending the zone, I'm breaking him down. I get my overhook. I work my way out to the side here, and he's going to square up with me. Yeah, doesn't want to be there. To try and open up my guard or do anything else or to hit, he's going to square up. I use my legs again, and that's important here, by the way. We're never putting our foot on the mat, right? Never. So I'm always opening my legs and pinching my knees together, rotating my knees to turn my body. So I'm using my opponent to shift. So I'm always maintaining connection with Liam. He drives into me again. Good. I rotate here. He drives into me again. And that's going to be our sweep. Okay? And that sweep is so simple mechanically. So I'm going to show it to you. Very, very simple. We're off to the side here. Okay? And usually it happens like that. If you're really sharp, you get it the first time, that's great. But probably you're going to realize they're going to push into you once or twice. And then that's what you're going to use to set it up. You're going to realize that's what they're doing, right? So my arm's going up. As I feel him push into me, it's really simple. Freeze for a sec. I'm going to let my left leg fall all the way to the ground. You got to let it just drop, right? Because as he pushes into me, his knees won't be spread. Watch, push into me and square up. See what happens to his knees for a second? Go back, push into me. Good. Push into me. That leg drops, and my right leg just rolls him over like a log. Okay? So my right leg goes high, and I just continue with the momentum. So, push into me. That's the motion, right into your mouth. Okay, give it a shot. Back and forth. I just choose to do it. Doesn't work like that. This is 100% based on his pressure. And the bigger he is, then the more that matters, right? The more he outweighs me. So if I just tried this here, there's no way, right? And if he pushes into me, and now I do it, also not going to work. It's too late, right? Because watch, go back for a second. Watch his knees. This is what people have to do when they square up with you. Go square up with me. See his knees come together, and then he spreads out his base again. Go back. His knees are going to push into me, and then he spreads out his base again. Once he spreads out his base again, the sweep is gone. Okay, we have to do something else. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to turn my body and go back to the side. We can do this 100 times. I mean, he's not hitting me. He's not passing my guard. All he's doing is adjusting. That's all he can do as long as I keep getting off to the side. But the timing is that moment where his knees come together before he spreads out his base again. So he comes in, it's right there. And then this leg you want high, and see how I'm kind of turning the bottom of my foot that direction? So it's just like a flower sweep, okay? But this is one of those sweeps where it's not like a scissor sweep or a hip bump sweep where you can sometimes make it work. This one, the 100%, you got to get timing just right. If the timing's just right, it'll be easy. If it's not just right, it'll probably fail. So try a few more times. Okay, go ahead. Let's pay attention how we land, right? So you got to go all the way through that sweep. I'm going from closed guard into mount. I want my mount to be good. So we're here. He drives into me. I get the sweep to mount. What's the first thing I need to focus on right here? As I'm landing in the mount, my feet. Okay, so remember, the important part about the mount is always from the feet up. The most important thing here is my feet. I'm getting my feet either together like that or on his body. Okay, not out here. So my hands come out at the same time for my base. Now, once my feet are in place, then I start to pinch my knees together, depending on what kind of mount I'm going to take. My knees will go wider or tighter, depending on the mount, but my feet always have to be together like that. Okay, that's what's going to stop the hydraulic and the immediate elbow knee escape and all that stuff. So this is my climb. Here I go to middle mount, so I pinch my knees together, tailbone goes forward, hands are defending this spot, so he goes to escape. And I'm already controlling the arms so I can drop back and take all that stuff, right? One more time. We're off to the side, he drives into me, and if you miss it, keep going. It's not a big deal, right? You don't really lose anything. You're here, you maintain connection, you just keep moving out to the side. once I get it, look what's happening. Focus on my feet, my arms, now my knees. Now I'm in a really tight mount. Now I sit up and worry about upper body. I hand control, move your hands around. And then there we are. Okay? Put it all together. I capture like this. Because he wants to square up with me, kind of intuitively what people will do is they'll raise up their left leg. And that way he can push back into me, right? So that's not a good idea for you guys on top, but it's very, very common. That's not going to change anything I'm going to do. So if he raises up that left leg and pushes, my sweep works actually even better. But the other thing you can do there, obviously, is modify that and turn it into a little bit of a flower sweep too. And you guys know my preference is just to use my hand and not reach all the way in so it doesn't get trapped. But the way I'm going to do this is going to be exactly the same. Once my hand comes here, I'm going to open and then carry it all the way over into mount. Notice my feet go first, and then I'm there. Okay, so that same flower sweep we've been working the last few weeks in class, you can do it right there. Just grab that leg and assist. Okay, keep going.